The times they are a changing. So we spend a lot of time on this channel dealing with alternative football and specifically indoor and arena football. One of the things I have long said about spring and summer football is that if you're playing inside, it's going to be easier to get fans there because for the players and the fans, summer football is just a hotter, less comfortable prospect outdoors.
Get the fuck out of here.
So there's been huge, it's been a big couple weeks for the indoor game. A lot of stuff has happened, and most of it pretty good, to be honest with you. You have leagues like the AIF, which is never going to be stable. I mean, the leadership behind it has been around this type of thing since the NIFL, long time, and you know they've always had just kind of a sketchy existence. So they have lost the Wheeling Miners and apparently gained the Mississippi Raiders, which is great. But then, you know, you have the gold standard for stability in the indoor game, which is the IFL. Now it's at 16 teams. It looks like the Columbus War Dogs might actually play, Columbus Mad Dogs might actually play this year, which is great. But to me, I think the most exciting of the leagues that has yet to take a snap is the Arena Football League. Now, I'm a big fan of the Arena League, which, you know, Tim Brown is in charge of, and I hope it does well. But it's only got 4 teams, and I sort of get the feeling that they are there to be the Zantigos of indoor football, which means they're there to be bought up by someone else, which could be the IFL, could be the Arena League if the Arena League has just a spectacular first couple year run and they survive as well. So that said, I saw an interview on Facebook. I wasn't able to get clips from it yet. I haven't figured out how to do that just yet. Of Lee Hutton III, who is the commissioner of the new incarnation of the Arena Football League, and he really got into some of the things that I think could make this incarnation more successful, not the least of which is that this is going to be a content-driven league, both for the at-game experience and for the digital experience, which is going to be most of it for the rest of the year. Again, if you are a fan in Everett, Washington, you're going to get 5 to 8 maybe events a year, but you know, there's always cool stuff going on online. And you know, I enjoy going around to the Twitter feeds and whatnot, the X feeds as it's called now. And that said, so Lee Hutton talked about some of the things that are happening now. He was doing this conversation as they were announcing the Southwest Kansas Storm, the Dodge City Storm. But they talked a little bit about bringing back the Albany Firebirds. Now, I wish he had said he was going to march down to the mayor's office and give them the rights to the logo and statistics, but that didn't happen. Again, the Firebirds, with just the incredible implosion of the Empire last year under Antonio Brown, they really have an opportunity to go in and do it right now. A lot of the fans, a lot of this corporate sponsorship might be burned out. The facilities themselves, you know, I hope that works out well, but they're back, and it is official, and it's been confirmed by the commissioners, so that is good to go. You've got some other legacy teams coming back in the Arena Football League, like the Chicago Rush, which again has a new logo. I don't know if there's some legal reason for that or what the deal is. I kind of feel like it's a step down. It sounds like the thing other people are saying is that it's kind of a step down from the old logo, but who knows? You know, that is a secondary importance. Another legacy team, the Philadelphia Soul, coming back also with a new logo. I'm wondering where they're going to play. And then the New Orleans Voodoo, which are now going to be the Lake Charles Voodoo, really has a significantly different look to it. One of the games that I attended, I traveled all the way from Atlanta to New Orleans to see the Voodoo play the Barnstormers. Took my wife, took some family members with it, including some kids. Everybody had a great time. So the little ones had a great time. My non-sports fan wife and her sister had a great time, and there were lots of alternative entertainment going on. There was the mascots, there was the cheerleaders, there was good music. You know, before the game there was food. Obviously, this was in New Orleans, close to the quarter where everything is happening. It was a great experience, and so I hope that they are successful. Then, there's teams like Wichita, which I think they might be coming back as the regulators. But let's not forget the AF2 was there with the Stealth from 2001 to 2004. And, Everett, Washington, which we've mentioned before, was the Hawks from 2006 to 2007. Not really sure what's going to happen with that. Hoping that they're successful. I'm hoping that they can build out and bring back the Spokane Shock. I had hoped that the Idaho Horsemen would go to the AFL and you'd have that whole northwest corridor sort of taken care of. But back to these teams from the CIF, including the Dodge City Storm. Again, new logo, kind of some odd choices, but it's a tornado that plays football. That's great. These are teams that have been confirmed. Lee Hutton, I think, is at the helm, and again, we don't know until we see, kickoff, until we see one season how things are going to go. But as far as the leagues go, I do think the IFL definitely number one. Then everybody else is kind of fighting for second. But I think the AFL, if the right leadership is behind it, if they really do have 16 solid ownership groups, if they really are committed to fan engagement, if they really are, one of the things that they've got a lot of teams in Kansas, if they really are trying to bring underserved markets football, especially like if you look at St. Louis, which despite having the Battlehawks is kind of a football desert, maybe this could all work out. Maybe we could all have some fun. And maybe eventually here in Atlanta we will get a sort of higher echelon team to play. Let me know what you think. Have a great day.